Hi, it's Rebecca at RebekahHarriman.com, and this week I want to talk to you about authenticity. It's a bit of a buzzword. I even have it in my logo. My strapline is creative and authentic social media. But what does authentic actually mean? Um, and it can feel like a really hard thing to nail down because I define being authentic as basically being yourself, which actually is an awful lot harder than you think it is because sometimes you have to be a slightly edited version of yourself. You want to put your best foot forward. You are, in the end, trying to convince people to buy what you sell. So you do tend to have a slightly more professional side, but you still need to be yourself. You still need to, I think, view it in terms of talking online as you would sound in real life. So you don't have that whole business speak thing going on online if you don't talk like that offline. So I tend to sum this up in my little tweet how you speak, because it's about congruence ultimately. It's about turning that online interaction relationship into an offline interaction and relationship, and you want to match in both situations with the person who you're talking to, because it builds trust. And to be honest, it's easier. It's easier to be yourself and talk how you would normally talk than it is to try and put on a business voice and feel you have to be a certain way. This does not, however, mean that you have to be very, very personal. You are still a professional. You are being your professional self. It's still you, but you don't have to share everything. I'm quite happy to talk about the fact that I'm a mum and I have two young kids, that I like chickens and I rescue dogs. But you don't know everything about my life. You don't know everything about my house. You don't know everything about where I live, because ultimately that's irrelevant to what it is I'm talking about online, which is social media. So please don't feel that you have to cross the line from being personal with people, which is part of being authentic, and sharing the private stuff. You don't really have to do that. I think finally, this is quite a big topic and I can't cover it all in one little video, but I think my top thing for you to think about is just keeping it simple, keeping it easy, and trying to be comfortable in yourself so that it's easier to be yourself online. So that's it. Any comments? Any thoughts on how hard or easy it's been for you to find your voice online? Please share them in the comments below. And we'll go from there. Speak soon.